different tech here to see if that works. Let me know if you are here. Good morning, testing 1, 2. I'm trying to find the show. We're good. All right, everybody can hear now. All right, well, I can't find you on my screen here, but anyway, good morning and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. We've had some technical difficulties here, so looks like the show might be a little bit shortened here, but we'll do the best we can. Hope you can hear me, and I hope you're having a good day. Today is Tuesday, December 10th. It is my lovely wife's birthday today. And, oh, maybe, is that it? No, that's the old one. All right, well, I'm having trouble finding it myself. We'll be all right. Today I've got some tenor saxophones to share with you, and we should probably jump right into those here. If you want to see if you can find it there, that'd be fine. I made some announcements earlier. December 22nd, Sunday at 7 p.m. We've got our first ever Palin Music Christmas special, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Mark that on your calendar. 7 p.m. Sunday, December 22nd. Oh, hey, there we are. Can you hear me now? I can hear you. Yay, we've got audio. All right, so we're back to being live. I love it. All right, so did we say good morning to Jordan? We've been trying to figure out the tech. Good morning. We're not using the mics. Jordan says good morning. All right, so we'll get the tech figured out for tomorrow, but right now we're back to old school tech, and it appears to be working. So sometimes the old ways are the best ways, right? You just never know what's going to happen. I've got some tenor saxophones to share with you today, plus some music and some fun stuff. Happy birthday to my lovely, beautiful wife, Lori. I won't tell you her age. I know she's not watching, but she is, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just share a beautiful picture of my wife, Lori. Yeah, that's right. That's her high school senior picture, right? And she doesn't look a day older than that, and she's absolutely beautiful. So there she is. All right, so that's my wife, Lori. It's her birthday today, so we are celebrating her. But I guess right now we should probably jump into some saxophones, so we will go ahead and do that. Yeah. Tenors are big, so I'm not going to be like lifting cases around here too much. We're just going to open them and go for it here. While I'm talking about that, I guess we can do the shirt and watch real quick. The shirt, nothing too fancy here, just kind of a little checkerboard pattern. This is an Izod shirt, of all things. Who knew? But we got some fun stripes on the cuffs there. And then watch-wise, we've got my cool Swatch, my vintage 1988 turquoise bay watch. There we go. That I just got a new battery in, so it's working again. Pretty excited about that. All right, that's the shirt and the watch. That's the game. Let's take a look at a saxophone here. First item up for grabs. This is a Izod. Oh boy. Big tenor saxophones and a couch on wheels. So if you see the couch rolling around behind me, that's why. We got a couple of just gold lacquer horns for you today. And when I say just, I don't mean that by a bad thing. It's just the most common finish that you can get on a pro saxophone. But this is the Selmer. This is the Selmer USA series, the Selmer STS 511. So this is kind of an intermediate level horn. Professional features though. You've got, actually are those yeah, they look like real mother of pearl key touches on there. We've got Italian leather pads. We've got metal tone boosters. We've got poster rib construction. High F sharp front F, rocker mechanism on the left-hand table. Lots of added bracing, adjustable thumb rest. So we've got all of the things that you want on a pro horn at an intermediate level price. Beautiful engraving on it. Now, whether or not that is done by hand, hard to tell. Looks hand engraved, but it could be, it could be a standard laser design. But I'm pretty sure it's hand engraved. In any case, this is the Selmer I keep saying A for alto, STS 511. This is live on the website right now. Really beautiful horn. Great for any advancing middle school, high school, college player, or just an advanced player outside of school that just needs a great horn at an affordable price. So this is a brand new model, by the way. I think this used to be the 411, and now they've added a couple of upgraded features to now bring it into the 500 series. So one more time, this is the Selmer STS 511, intermediate level tenor saxophone with all the professional features you want at an intermediate price. So this is a great horn, guys. You want to come and check that out at the website, palinmusic.com, or give us a call at 417-882-7006, or, do all of those other things. Check us out at reverb.com, and you can find some sweet deals on these horns. I'm going to move this one out of the way and make room for the next one. Awesome. Oof, man, these are big.
Before the next one,
Okay.
can you recommend some music to us?
Okay, in honor of my wife's birthday today, I thought I would share her favorite Christmas song of all time. It's probably easy to guess what it is, but maybe not. If you know my wife. If you don't know her, then it's not easy to guess at all. But one of the most beautiful Christmas holiday songs of all time, really, by one of the most iconic voices of all time. And it's sadly, a voice that was lost to us by, the sadness that is anorexia and bulimia and all that. I'm talking about the great Karen Carpenter and the Carpenters, brother-sister team here. The soft rock icons that they are. But the song in particular is Merry Christmas, Darling. And man, it is really, truly one of the greatest, let alone whether it's a Christmas song or not, it's just one of the greatest songs of all time. It is such an amazing piece, and her vocals are just, they're liquid. They're just so great. And it's such a loss that we lost her back, in the 80s, I think, back in the 80s. So it's been a long time. And I think she was only in her 30s, maybe 30s or 40s. Gosh, I don't know. Any case, terrible loss to the world of music. But we have her music still to listen to. Karen Carpenter, the Carpenters with her brother Richard. The song Merry Christmas, Darling. One of the greatest songs, if not Christmas songs, of all time. So check that out. I'm going to add that to the Wake Up with Greg playlist right now for you, so that you can listen to it on Spotify. That's a public playlist I've got for you on Spotify. So just go to Spotify, search Wake Up with Greg, and you'll find it. And I've got 218 songs on there. So there you go. You can check that out and give it a listen, and let me know your thoughts on it. Cody Little is asking, what watch are you wearing? Oh, that's right. You guys missed the whole watch and shirt game earlier, or did they? I can't remember. The watch? We'll talk about it again. The watch, that is a vintage, 1988 vintage Swatch Turquoise Bay. Now, Swatches don't typically last that long, so the previous owner of this must have cared for it very well. But this is a watch that I used to have back in the 80s, and sadly, it disappeared. I don't remember if I lost it or sold it or it broke. I can't remember. I'm completely, because I've slept since then. But I did an eBay search. It took me about a year to track this one down at a price that I can afford, and one that was, functional. So, but that is just one of my all-time favorite watches. So yeah. Yes, she was such a beautiful and talented lady. Is it Stan? Stan Durko says that? Yeah. Karen Carpenter, what an amazing, and her voice, one of the just best voices of all time. Just so fantastic. All right, so that's the music, that's the shirt, that's the watch. Let's talk about saxophone number 2. We've got a Yamaha for you this time. This is the Yamaha YTS 62. And this is the workhorse model from Yamaha. This is the horn that can do it all. This is a great first professional horn, if you will, or a great last professional horn. Been played by many, many pro players since its inception. The 62 model, I think, has been around for, 20 plus years. The 61 prior to that, kind of the precursor. This really is for Yamaha what the Mark 6 is to Selmer, I think. It's just their flagship, their tried and true, their can-do-anything horn. And it's so great for all styles of music, whether you're playing concert band, orchestra, or, certainly your jazz band, your big band, your swing band, your pop, R&B, funk, you name it, you can do that with this horn. It is extremely versatile, fantastic intonation on this, and it's just legendary. I mean, the 62 is just legendary. But beautiful hand engraving on the bell. This comes in now 4, I think, different finishes. Comes in the traditional gold lacquer, comes in a new beautiful amber lacquer finish, which is kind of that dark, some people call it a cognac or just a dark aged lacquer. Also comes in a bright silver plated finish. And then of course, you can get it in an unlacquered finish as well. So the raw brass. So you've got Italian pads on here. You've got, I think these have domed plastic boosters, which nothing wrong with that. You've got poster rib construction, your mother of pearl key touches, high F sharp, front F. Rocker mechanism on the left hand, adjustable thumb hook. Now, an interesting thing about the thumb hook, I always diss Yamaha for their plastic thumb hooks that they put on their professional grade horns. I did just discover on their website yesterday that they do offer a metal thumb hook kit. And you can replace the hook and the thumb rest with a metal button and hook. Why they don't just offer it on the horns, I don't know. They give it to you as an option though. So if you want metal on the Yamahas, you can get them now. So, so there you have it. That's the Yamaha YTS 62 Mark III. I think we're in the 3rd iteration of the 62 now. So, man, it's just, this is a horn. If you're out there and you don't know what horn to pick, you don't know where to go in the world of saxophones, you're like, man, my teacher just said I need a professional tenor saxophone. I'm going to hand you this one 9 times out of 10 because you can always count on this performance-wise. It is just that good of a horn. So highly recommend it. The Yamaha YTS 62. Check it out on the website or on Reverb, or give me a call and we can send one of those home with you today. The necks, I didn't show you the necks on either of these last 2 horns because they're just the standard necks. Nothing fancy there either. No added finishes or fancy features on them. But these both come as full kits or outfits with mouthpieces and ligatures and caps and neck straps and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's saxophone number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the 3rd one. It's way off screen here. I put it a little too far away.
All right. Before you show us this one, can you show something cool? Yep.
Whoa, something cool. Excuse me, my nose is running there a little bit. All right. So my something cool. I've been on a Christmas film kick, and I'm sorry if you guys, if you're bored with this, just let me know. I can pick something else. But there are so many great films for this season that I love to share, and I thought, this one is certainly one of my wife's favorites and certainly one of mine. One of the greatest films about one of the most dysfunctional families on the planet. If you haven't seen this film, you need to check it out. It's The Family Stone, right? The Family Stone, and a just phenomenal cast in this. You've got Claire Danes, Diane Keaton, I mean, the legend she is, Rachel McAdams, Dermot Mulroney, Craig T. Nelson, Sarah Jessica Parker, Luke Wilson. I mean, you can't, it's just such a great cast. I mean, come on. And, the movie takes place, of course, at Christmas, and there's a lot of comedy in it, but there's a lot of sweetness and tenderness and man, tugging at the heartstrings, kind of tough, tragic things that you deal with in this film. There are some really uncomfortable moments. This is the family is a pretty, what I would say, a left-leaning liberal family. We're not going to get into politics at all on this, but if you had to describe the hippies, I don't know. That's not a popular term these days, or is it? I don't know. Anyway, but it's a clash of worlds. It's just so great. Yeah, I mean, Family Stone. You guys, if you want a good laugh, you want a good tug at your heartstrings for Christmas, this is a great one to watch. I highly recommend it because the cat. You can't do better than the cast on this. I'm curious about the music. I have not, to be honest, I've not done a deep dive into the music on this film. I can't can't read who the, music by Michael Giacchino. Okay, I've heard of Michael Giacchino. So I'll have to look up the score on this and see how that sounds. But anyway, one last time, Family Stone, check it out. Add it to your holiday film playlist because you'll want to watch it. It's fun. All right, so that is my something cool for the day. Got my coffee going here to keep my whistle wet. And so we got one more saxophone to show you, one more Teutonic tenor, if you will. And let's see what we got going on here. Got my gloves on. This is a, as I stated in the entry, this is a Ramponi and Casani tenor saxophone. This is the also kind of the flagship model for them. This is the R1 Jazz tenor sax in this beautiful vintage silver finish. Ooh, it's a heavy horn too. Pull that out of there. Take a look at that. Isn't she lovely? All right, so what have we here? We have a beautiful handmade, 100% handmade, all original tenor saxophone from the little village of Corna-Sota in Italy, just at the foot of the Italian Alps. Little village. They've been making instruments in that little family for over 200 years now. And we've got old world craftsmanship, but this is a modern horn in every detail. All of the current and modern mechanism that you would want in a professional horn. This is traditional post-construction, so no ribs on this. But you have the Ramponi wide bore on this, which gives you a really big, powerful sound. This is Ramponi does kind of a red brass, so it's got a higher copper content in their brass, but then it's got this vintage silver plating, which just gives it that rich warmth, that luscious sound. And Ramponi really has their own sound. I wouldn't say this sounds like a Selmer, or it sounds like a vintage Kahn, or it sounds like a Yanagisawa. It sounds like its own animal. Now, that being said, it's not one of those horns that's patterned after the Mark VI like everything else out there. This one is its own thing. And if I had to attribute a sound style to it, I would put it more along the lines of like a mid-century American horn, like a big Busher or a big Kahn or like a King Super 20, something like that. Sounds very similar and looks and feels a lot like my Kahn 10M that I absolutely love. So, but it's got everything you want, all your beautiful hand engraving all around the bell there, high F sharp front F, highest grade Italian leather pads with domed metal boosters, mother of pearl key touches, all your fine adjustments, adjustable thumb hooks, so on and so forth. So this is the Ramponi and Casani. This is the R1 Jazz tenor sax in the vintage silver. And so with the vintage, what they mean by that is that they don't do a high gloss polish on it like you see on some of the other horns. It's just the natural silver. So it will age and patina with time. All of their metal finishes are all raw, and man, they're just lovely. Absolutely love these horns. You can't deny the beauty and power and just design of these horns. They're so fantastic. So Ramponi and Casani R1, check that one out on the website at PaleyMusic.com, or give me a call at 417-882-7006. Once again, this comes as a full outfit with the mouthpiece, cap and ligature, all hard rubber mouthpiece. A cool feature I didn't highlight. Let me pull that off here. The neck plug at the top of the neck is a hand-carved olive wood, which is really cool. It's got a vent in it to help the moisture escape from the horn while it's in the case. Also has this protective guard to protect the octave key on there, so the octave mechanism stays true. So that's a really, really cool upgraded feature that you find on these horns. So there you go. That's the third horn of the day. That's the Ramponi and Casani R1 Jazz tenor saxophone. Now, it has jazz in the title, but that doesn't mean that you have to play jazz with it. You can play whatever the heck you want with it. You want to play rock, you want to play pop, you want to play funk and fusion and whatever, or if you want to play classical or, you know, a nice symphonic whatever, you can do that with this horn. So don't limit yourself by what the horn says it is. Use it to its full expression. You can do whatever you want. That's my motto for you, for music, you know. I don't know. Is that a motto? Sure, we'll go with that. All right. Well, that brings us to the close of this show. Sorry about the technical difficulties with the sound. Not sure what happened there. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it for tomorrow and be back at full strength tomorrow morning, Wednesday. We'll be back here 8:30 a.m. Central, just like we are every day. We got my 200th episode coming up on Friday, so be here for that. Who knows what kind of craziness will ensue, but I hope that you're all here and enjoying joining in on the chat and yeah, so that would be great. And let me leave you with this parting thought: helping people.
Have you done your wisdom?
Oh my gosh! I got so distracted by everything else, I forgot my wisdom. Okay, my wisdom is short and sweet though, so here we go. William Shakespeare, ever heard of him?
No.
Like some British writer, I think. Did he write? He wrote something. Poems, poetry, I don't know. Yeah. But what does William Shakespeare know about music? I don't know. But here's what he says about it. He says, if music, and this is probably from one of his plays, I would imagine. And if you know what it is, let me know, because it didn't say in my research. If music be the food of love, play on. There you go. Simple, short, sweet. If music be the food of love, play on. All right, there you go. That's what it is. Max, you're talking about Die Hard again? We know, it's a Christmas film. We got it. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. That's my piece of wisdom for the day. And now we can wrap this up by saying, helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.